Welcome to the Builders of Authority podcast, a show committed to helping you build authority for your brand. In the realm of business and personal branding, authority stands as a cornerstone. Authority isn't built overnight, it's built over time. So join us as we build something remarkable together. And now, here's your host, Adam McChesney.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Builders of Authority podcast. We're live here at Adventure Unknown. If you're in the St. Louis area, you're looking to find an amazing place to network, have a community, everything from the incredible amenities to happy hours, all that good stuff. I would love the opportunity to have you up here as a guest, show you around, or if you've been up here before and want to come back and have a conversation about joining this community, would love to show you around and have that conversation. You'll also be able to see where we do this podcast here live, thanks to the team at True Line Media Group, formerly Punchline Productions. You'll be able to see the studio itself, see where we do everything behind the scenes on the podcast. Today, we have a solo episode. So this solo episode is to highlight the 1-year anniversary of us relaunching a digital marketing agency under the brand of Builders of Authority. So we're coming up on 2 years of Builders of Authority even being a concept and a thing. Originally, it started out as a group mastermind to help people build a personal brand and become the authorities in their respective industries and markets. And then after my exit from Height Digital and transition in 2024, once we were able to settle everything out, I was able to relaunch the agency in October. So it was October 11th of 2024. As I'm recording this, about a month after that 1-year anniversary, just wanted to come to an episode, kind of talk about it from a very, very high level, with the theme really being rebuilding the right way, leading with integrity, scaling through finding amazing people, both on my team and clients, with purpose on the foundation of personal branding and doing great digital marketing work. So obviously just walked through that entire first year. And it's been incredible just to see the growth that we've had. We'll finish 2025 at $2 million plus in top line revenue, which is even insane to think about. So I've now, in 12 months, rebuilt an agency bigger than I had done 4 years prior under a couple of different brands. And so for me, it's obviously a massive milestone on a personal level. I was going through a transition in 2024, as I've talked about a lot on social media and in this podcast. And there was kind of that moment of self-doubt, like, can I really do this? Or the negative things that people have said about me and said about, hey, I couldn't do it and I was crazy and all that stuff. Like, were they right? And obviously, I think this was a pivotal moment, a pivotal year to be able to say, hey, I was actually able to prove myself right, other people wrong, and do it better, quicker, faster, and stronger, and more profitably than we've ever done it before. I have an immense amount of gratitude for the support system that has supported me along the way. My amazing wife, Delaney, my family, my support system, and my team. I would not be where I'm at right now without my team. And I'll talk about that here in a second. Our amazing clients, our referral partners, so many people that have done business with us, sent us business, and just interacted with my content on social media. There's been an immense amount of growth, obviously, with that as well. Every time growth happens, there's amazing things that happen. And then there's, some lessons and some failures and some opportunities along the way. But we have done such a good job at doing business the right way. And that's why we've scaled so quickly. In addition to obviously getting results for our clients, taking care of them. Again, it's been a massive year going from 0 to 2 million. There's been a lot of struggle. There's been a lot of challenges as well. And a lot of growth that needed to happen for myself, in addition to not just the personal growth, but like me as a business owner and CEO of the company. Is every single day, every single thing that happens, right? I am at a new level. This is the most employees I've ever had, the most amount of clients I've ever had, the most amount of business, all of those things. 2024, right, is going to be that year that I look back and said, hey, that was the rebuild of the up and then drastically going down. And at the very end, we had the ability to kind of restart this thing and do what we've done in 2025. So for me, 2024 was like that rebuild, the lowest of the lows. 2025, for the most part, has just been this insane amount of growth, not perfect, not without loss and struggle, but just a massive amount of winning, which has been great. And the vision that I originally had when I wanted to relaunch is exactly what you're kind of seeing, play out here. So we still have, at the time of this recording, still have that mastermind community where once a week, 10, 15, sometimes 20 people will hop on Zoom and talk about personal branding, digital marketing, all that stuff. But I told people, even at our BOA Live event in June of 2024, and I told people on social media, I told people on my mastermind, I said, hey, just watch me go do this. Now, hindsight, looking back, I was obviously, confident that I could do what I did. But if you would have told me this time last year, I'd be where I'm at right now, I'd have told you you're absolutely crazy. Like, I would have never thought we were going to be able to do what we've done in such a short period of time. But I did manifest it out. I said, hey, just watch us go do this. This is what the Builders of Authority way looks like running a digital marketing agency, from the internal stuff to the external stuff. Like, this is what we want to focus on, with our non-negotiables, of course, being our core values on the acronym of trust: take action, results matter, utilize resources, set expectations, and transform lives. But focusing on transparency, integrity, getting results for people, taking care of people, and long-term thinking, with the mission to just be how we can change the way that digital marketing agencies partner with small, local contracting and home service type businesses. How we can level the playing field. So then that way, as PE companies come in and there's the national franchises and all of those big conglomerates, how can we still help the entrepreneur that started this company in their home or out of their truck or in the field with $100 to their name? Like, those are the people that we also just absolutely love to help. And a lot of the growth that has happened, right? So if you've only been following me for a couple of months or a year or 2 years, a lot of people are like, hey, Adam, this has been incredible to see you go do this. Like, what's the magic sauce? What's the pill? All that stuff. And I tell people, and I remind it consistently, is like, the growth and the experience and the success and the winning that we're having right now and have had over that first year. Yes, there's things that we've done differently. Yes, there's things that we've done this year that allowed for that to happen, but it's really the previous 4 years prior that were the foundational pieces, the losses, the lessons, me raising my hand saying I want to exit, having to go through a lawsuit to just exit, all of the crazy crap that I had to go through. That was the foundation for this year. So a lot of people look at somebody's 1 year and says, oh, that's overnight success, or they've only been following a person for X, Y, and Z. Wow, this is so cool. It's like, that didn't just happen in that period of time. So this year in and of itself was really the authority and the foundations that we built over time, the wins, the losses, and the lessons that has given us the momentum. With the big aspect and how this all ties together is on the backing of the personal brand. So the personal brand has helped us go from meeting like, hey, we're trying to go get clients, like, for ourselves, right? Like, we get 3 to 5 leads a day from my personal brand, social media, all that stuff, of people literally saying, hey, we want to come and have you work on our digital marketing stuff, to us just attracting the right clients. Now, again, that doesn't happen overnight, but that's a reputation created on trust amongst everything that's happened, to say, hey, we're still here, we're doing it this way, we're having success, and ultimately we want to win, and we want to partner with companies who want to win as well. And we've gone from, again, as we restarted, we had 3 employees to now 30 plus employees. So the team has grown so quickly. We've hired a variety of different roles, right? And it's gone from a very small team to a full leadership structure. So we have Alejandra now, who's our COO. We have Cynthia, who is our marketing services director. So she oversees our entire fulfillment department. And then we have Rosanna, who's our chief of staff, head of HR, team culture, all that stuff. We have an entire management layer inside of the company. And then obviously the entire rest of our incredible team. One of the things that I've been so excited about in seeing is every single time we post a job opportunity, our current employees, right, are saying, hey, this person needs to come and work for us. And or we post it on LinkedIn or whatever, and we're getting a flood of applications in. And, obviously not every candidate is qualified or somebody that would be a good fit, but the amount of highly qualified people we've had even reach out when we don't have job openings, just to say, hey, I would love the opportunity to come work at Builders of Authority is honestly pretty incredible. And it was not anything that I was expecting. In the early days, as we were starting to rebuild, it was very tough. We didn't have validation. People weren't necessarily wanting to take the risk. And with every single new hire, with every new opportunity for us to provide more, do X, Y, and Z, we started to level up the amount of people and the quality of their experience and those people to be able to come on the team. So it has been about hiring the right people, letting go of control and saying, hey, team, you guys have this. I'm going to step away, allow you to do that. About building the right culture based on the mission, the vision, and the trust, and taking care of people, especially in a remote work environment, in an international work environment, when so many of my employees have gone through a situation where they've potentially been screwed over, lied to, not stolen from, but like not paid out on certain things. Like a lot of different things has happened. And I do not take that lightly, that people leave an environment that they're already working in to come take a chance to work at Builders of Authority. That to me is something that I don't carry lightly. And kind of talking a little bit about like our results as the business itself, what it's been like to scale to $2 million a year in 12 months, like one of the greatest transformations from a business standpoint, from a personal standpoint, that's had to happen, right? So the numbers in and of itself obviously are great, but they represent a lot more. They represent the mindset that I've had to get to. I've worked with Kevin Oldham, who has been kind of our agency business coach consultant this entire year, done some work with Jose Bolaños on mindset and life and just combining the personal and the business side. So I've leveled up. My team's leveled up. We've built out so much stuff in ClickUp, SOPs, processes and systems, consistency behind all that. And the discipline has been a big thing. Like there's so much discipline that's required to reach the growth that we've done. This time of doing, again, what we've done in 12 months, which previously took me 3 years to do, it's just felt different, right? And I think anytime somebody goes through what I went through, right, and you know what you now want and don't want, that clarity will have it feel different. As long as you follow the plan, as long as you do the right things, you do what you say you're going to do and you follow through. And you're never going to be perfect. So when things fall short, right, owning up to it, taking ownership, and figuring out what needs to be done in order to, make things right. Our clients have been incredible. Our churn is extremely, extremely low, like significantly lower than it ever was at my previous agency. And there's a variety of different reasons for that, but it's extremely low compared to the marketing industry as a whole. We are building partnerships, quote unquote, with our clients, not just bringing on clients and having them be a number inside of a system. So we're getting higher quality of clients. We're helping contractors and home service businesses win and doing it in a very strategic way. And we know who our ideal client is. So again, we're not just bringing on each and every single client. We're aligning with their current workflows and their systems, taking our tech stack, technology, AI, and integrating that into either their CRM or a project management system or a combination of all those things. So then that way, as we grow and scale their marketing side, we're making it more efficient for them. We've had clients, right, that have had better operations because of this. They then see the opportunity that marketing can play in a role. And in fact, we have better processes and systems. We have better operations. We have better leadership and better fulfillment that have led to these client results, which makes, of course, everything better. Obviously, we've also done some expansion in terms of some of the service offerings that we have, now doing some CRM stuff, now doing logo and branding, but we've also actually partnered through equity on a couple of new businesses that I know I've talked a little bit about on social media, which is Coast to Coast Roofing and Exteriors, and then Backyard Transformations. Both of those companies are in Long Island, New York. Coast to Coast went live on October 1. Backyard Transformations will launch in early 2026. That partnership came from personal branding through a network called Blue Collar Millionaire. I know I've talked about that group quite a bit as well. But we had clients come in, we rebuilt their website, started doing SEO for them, and they're like, hey, we have this idea to go in and start a new roofing company, start an outdoor living company, and we want you all to be partners on that. And so we've built that brand from the ground up, the logo, the brand manual, the messaging, the website, the SEO, the ads, all of that, right? We've done all of that, and it's been an incredible experience so far. I can't wait to find more of those opportunities for Builders of Authority, and then also take those opportunities to the next level. We were able to, my family and I, buy a short-term rental down in Panama City Beach because of some of the profit that we've had in the business this year to also help out with tax benefits. And now going to be turning that into a cash flowing property and business. So learning new things, learning new skill sets, new tax strategies. But the thing that kind of connects all of that, right? So the short-term stuff, the new business partnerships, and then everything we've done this year is that every opportunity that has came our way, from the smallest of the opportunities to the opportunities that we said no to, but were great opportunities, to everything else, is so much of this came because myself and our team and our company operated with integrity, consistency, and value. Our name, Builders of Authority, has become a household brand name in digital marketing and lead generation for contractors. Across social media, it has created additional opportunities for us to be able to go take things to the next level. And in that, I've had to obviously formulate my purpose in 2025. So my purpose has shifted a little bit in just realizing that I want people to be better off after they interact and or do life or business with me or work with me than they were when they came in. And that's something as simple as me opening the door for someone, having a quick conversation. This morning, right before this, I spoke to 50 plus people at the Fenton, Missouri Chamber of Commerce men's breakfast. There are people that I probably will never see again that were at that breakfast that ideally they heard something, a shift, a strategy, a mindset, whatever from me in order to get better. And that is my goal with this, is how in the business, outside the business, how do I transform lives by making sure that people become better? I've learned a lot about myself this year as a leader, as a husband, as a father, as a CEO of a business, as a serial entrepreneur, as a friend, as a family member. And I would not take anything away. A lot of people have asked me, hey, Adam, you're 5 years into this. Would you do it over again? Yeah, I would. Would I do things differently? 100%. But the ups and the downs and the everything, the wins, the losses, the struggles, the heartache, the emotional up and down, the mental stuff, all of that, it's made me and this business who we are today. So yeah, there's reaping of the rewards right now. But really, I don't believe that it just happened because of this year. It happened about years and years and years of dedication, foundational buildup, lessons learned, and just overall consistency amongst everything else. Can't give enough credit to my team. They are absolutely amazing, you all. I appreciate everything you've done in helping us get to this year mark, and can't wait to see what's in store for the rest of this year in 2025 and heading into 2026. We've made an incredible impact. We're literally just getting started. I do believe that there is a formula behind growth based on what we've seen this year. I've used personal branding as the magnet. I've had the consistency as the engine, integrity as the foundation. My team has helped multiply this. Our systems operate as the infrastructure and the purpose as the compass. Those are things that I've been able to kind of take a look back on and say, okay, why was this successful? We are headed into an extremely interesting and competitive time right now with AI heading into 2026 for marketing and just the business world in general and just humanity. We're taking a look at new servicing, expanding our leadership, going to different events, what training we can do, and how we can have a deeper impact. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey, really listening to what we've done, how we've done it, and being, even if you've only listened to 1 or 2 episodes or you've sent us business or whatever, just being a part of the journey. For me, that has been extremely helpful, impactful, and is one of the things that keeps me going. So thank you all so much. Hope this episode provided maybe some clarity, some motivation, some guidance on what you need to take away from my story and maybe give yourself permission to go bet on yourself, do something bigger, pivot, change, make the decision that you need to do. So if you watch this video on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, what you maybe learned, share it on social media. If you're listening, subscribe, leave us a 5-star review on the podcasting platform of your choice. And remember, authority isn't built overnight, it's built over time. We'll see you next week.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode. We sure do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're subscribed to the show wherever you consume podcasts. This way you'll get notifications as new episodes become available. If you feel so inclined, please leave us a review. We sure do appreciate it. Until next time, friends.